guess if you're called the Maroons, your color is maroon, correct, Eddie?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would be the logical choice anyways.
St. Louis Blues, if you're the Blues, you're, maybe you're from New Orleans. I don't know.
Maybe.
Opening tip, won by Chicago. Taylor Lake drives to the basket, missed the shot, but Ola Obi with the rebound and the follow. Obi on the season averages 11 points, 12 rebounds. She averages the double-double. We will see and hear a lot of her today. This is Emily Todd with the basketball. She's doubled, looking for Kane. She's in trouble. Hellman now has it. Hillary Hellman with Mia Farrell guarding her. Back cut, it's McConaughey. Shot off the glass. Ola Obi with great defense and then another rebound, her second of the game. Quickly down the floor, it's Miranda Burt. Burt gets a screen from Obi. Right side to Lake. Will swing it all the way across the floor to Farrell. She dribbles into Kane. Kane blocked the shot and then got the miss.
Well, the Spartans get a little bit bigger with the way that they're going in their starting lineup with Rollins and Kane, and two players at 5'10". They get a little more length.
Hellman in traffic.
That's incredible. She's still having an incredible year, giving them 17 a game as really the only top tier or top flight scorer on this team. All the defenses know how to defend her, but she still scores.
She has 4. Not only does she's second in the team in scoring. She leads the team in rebounding, but she leads the team in block shots, leads the team in steals as well. This is Rollins with the basketball. Hellman now with Farrell on her. Hillary high off the glass. That one almost dropped. Emma Kane did a great job of keeping that alive. Talking to Coach Reimer, and there's Jennifer Reimer in her 11th season coaching college basketball. 11th season here actually at Case Western Reserve University in her 21st season of coaching college basketball. Eddie, she thinks that Case's Emma Kane can turn into an Ola Obi type player. Emma's just a freshman. That's high praise for just the freshman. Inside, it's Taylor Lake with the basket.
Yeah, I mean, Emma Kane has some pretty decent skills. I mean, we've seen her post up. We've seen her turn to face and shoot as Chicago commits the foul on the floor. But, yeah, I mean, I like what I've seen from Emma Kane in just a couple of games here this year. But she's shown some promise. She's shown some ability to score around the rim, and she's probably getting some inside lessons from a pretty good player who wears the number 2 for the Spartans, Kara Hageman, in her time as an injured player.
The coach in the middle of the shot that you just saw was Coach Kanaki, the head women's coach here at the University of Chicago. McConaughey with a charge inside. Foul will go against her. Here's a look.
Yep, pretty easy call, lowered the shoulder right there. Chicago player outside of the restricted area. Easy call for the officiating crew.
Miranda Burt, Jamie Kokenmeister will take a seat. Elizabeth Nye now in the game. She's got the basket in her hand, or the ball in her hand. They'll swing it left side. This is Madison Dunbar to Ola Obi. Obi controlled, shot it, and Kane comes down with a rebound. Kane to Todd. Todd down the floor to Hellman. Ball was tipped out of bounds by Mia Farrell. I'm going to say it was tipped out by Hillary Hellman. Chicago here off a win in Pittsburgh on Friday night over Carnegie Mellon, 82-62. In that game, Obi had 20 points and 10 rebounds. Nye on top to Farrell. They'll swing it all the way. This is Lake with a long 3. Missed it. Rollins with the rebound. Todd down to Hillary Hellman working against Obi and Farrell, and Hillary traveled with the basketball.
Well, see, and you see that's a prime example right there. The defense of Ola Obi just stepping in the way of Hellman, driving it to the rim. It was enough to alter what Hellman tried to do, and it resulted in a travel.
Mia Farrell, ball above her head in front of the Case bench. She'll dribble back out on top. Right side to Nye. 14 seconds to shoot. Obi inside, working against Kane. Strong across the lane. And the hook shot falls. She's got 6 of the opening 8. Steal in the backcourt. Taylor Lake to Nye, and then they throw it away.
That is a department that the Maroons really have down pat. That is the turnover department. As we said before, they are +6 in the turnover ratio. So they have really mastered the art of protecting the basketball. They don't make many mental mistakes, but defensively they do suffocate players.
Emily Todd cleared the way. Emma Kane missed the layup. Todd cleared out the defense with a left elbow. Led to a easy pass to Kane, and the shot was probably too easy. Emma missed it. Inside, Rollins and Kane with great defense. Comes Todd with it. Dribble behind her back. She'll get a screen from Rebecca Rollins. Clearing out, asking Hillary Hellman to go to the other side. Todd puts the shot up herself and missed it. Nye with the ball above her head. Cross-court pass. Mia Farrell by the defense. Drops the shot. She has 2. Chicago has 10. Spartans are down 8. We'll head to the first timeout as Mia Farrell drives baseline. Puts her team up 8.
Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Hellman inside, drew the foul. Foul's going to go against Nye. Elizabeth Nye with her first. Hillary's going to shoot 2 free throws.
You see every time number 24 touches the ball for the Spartans, she is going to draw a crowd and a half. I mean, when you have a season that she had a year ago with all those 3-pointers and scoring right around 20 a game, everybody on the floor is going to know where 24 is all of the time.
Hellman makes them both. She has all 4 of the Spartan points to this point in the game. We're just about 3 minutes into this basketball game. Inside, good ball movement. Kane with the rebound on the Lake miss. Todd to Hellman. Hillary right side, looking to the middle. Rebecca Rollins flashes. Hillary's going to bring it back out to Emily Todd. Todd to Hellman. Hellman with a seam. It closed quickly. Shot was partially blocked by Lake. Here comes Chicago the other way. It's Dunbar. McConaughey is going to pick up another foul. Foul's on the ground or on the floor. Marissa Eigenbohr got the pass, and Kendall McConaughey about took her shoulders off.
That's right. She came absolutely out of nowhere in a 2-on-1, quickly became a 2-on-2, but bad news for her is that it is her second foul, not even halfway through, or a little bit halfway through the first quarter, and she will have to take a seat.
Jasmine Floyd, you saw her there, number 10, checking into the game for the Spartans. It's worthy of the note, Alicia Marie Gonzalez, their starting guard, again will not play. She's in a boot. So the Spartans really off the bench will go with Floyd, who's in now, Amber Gee, and Rollins. They may see Darby Kryenberg at some point. That's Emma Kane scoring inside. Kane with her first basket. It's 10-6 early on, University of Chicago over the Spartans. Eigenbohr off the glass. Ola Obi with the rebound. They keep it alive. Long 3. Missed. Obi goes up for it, keeps it alive, and grabs it herself. Eddy, the rebounding totals already on Obi have got to be at 5 in the first 4 minutes of this basketball game.
If not more.
Hellman got the shot, then got hit on top of the head by Miranda Burt. It's going to be Burt's second foul. Here's Alexis Ambergy. She has checked in for the Spartans. Coach Reimer has sent her in off the bench. A couple of Maroon players new to the game. Jamie Kokenmeister is not new. She was a starter, but she's back in.
And Ron, with this Maroons team having such an elite rebounder in Obi, it's hard to believe that they only average one extra rebound than their opponent every other game. That basically tells me that a large chunk of the rebounding goes through her.
Floyd spots up a three, missed it. Rebound goes to Kokenmeister. Yeah, the rebounding spread is 43-42. 43 per game for Chicago, 42 for their opponents. Farrell runs into trouble, gets it off to Ola Obi. Obi inside, shot blocked by Hellman and Rollins. Both are in there, and it will remain Maroons basketball. They'll have 15 seconds to shoot. You know, Eddie, the loss on Friday night to WashU, 78-61, so the final score a minus 17. But I really thought, and I know the Case coaches felt the same way, that all things considered with the Spartan basketball team right now, they really played a very good game against the Bears. That's Farrell with the jump shot. She's got 4.
Yeah, I mean, they had 7 players, and you sprinkle in an 8th with Darby Kronenberg playing 5 minutes in that game. The Spartans get the offensive glass again.
Rebecca Rollins, hands up almost like I give. She was being attacked like she had honey spread out all over and the bees were coming.
Yeah, they're pretty aggressive, aren't they? Have quite an appetite for that.
Floyd finds Todd. Back to Floyd. She'll shoot the 3 again. Rolls around, won't drop, and Ola Obi chases the loose ball. Inside, Taylor Lake. Whoa, she missed the bunny. That was a gimme shot that she just flat out missed. Ball's kicked out of bounds, and Spartans will get it.
Yeah, the Spartans overreacted on this entry pass right here. That was, I think it was Ambergy trying to go with the steal, instead came up short, but yeah, that was gift wrapped.
She alligator armed it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, she absolutely did. Spartans fortunate to come away there with no points allowed.
Ola Obi creates chaos. Saving it was Jamie Kokenmeister. And here comes Farrell the other way to Kokenmeister. Cross-court pass. Nye with it. 6-point game early on here. Nye with the drive, split the defense. It's a beautiful layup for Elizabeth Nye. Hellman the other way. Ola Obi with the rebound. Down the floor, it's Nye. Lake, ball above her head. Good ball movement. Nye wanted it, got it, shoots it, and makes it.
Percentage-wise, Chicago probably not one of the top teams in the conference at just 32%, but they, prior to today's game, have 99 makes, so they will drop them in every so often.
Spartans down 11. Todd will pull up along the baseline. Case can just not get the shot to fall right now. They're getting good looks, Eddie. Ball's rolling around the rim and falling off. Foul on the floor on the rebound. I believe they called it on Hillary Hellman. Yeah, first foul for Hellman. McCain is checked back in. Kendall McConico is going to come back in. She's at the scorer's table now. She has 2 fouls on her, though, in the first 6.5 minutes of this basketball game. Traveling on Obi. Here comes McConico. She'll sub out Hellman.
Well, yeah, I mean, and if you're going to take out Hellman, you got to put some capable scorer on the floor. So that's definitely really your only option to go with McConico back in the game. She'll just have to be really careful on the defensive side to not pick up another foul.
Farrell with active defense. Steals the basketball. Knocked out of bounds off Mia Farrell. Well, she's like that bug in the summertime that you just can't swipe away. Really great defense.
And I'll tell you what, those are just quite agitating, and they just find a way to stick with you. And
the bug? Or?
Yeah, well, both, I guess.
Todd with a nice spin. Off to McConico. Dribbles into a double team. Kendall in trouble. Emily Todd will shoot the 3, and it just won't drop. Ola Obi with another rebound. Kane, good defense. Kokenmeister with a ball fake, pulls up, 6-footer. Emma Kane pulls down the rebound. Emma Kane looking, thought about driving inside. She's cut off by Taylor Lake. Gets it to McConico. Kendall drives right at Ola Obi. Ola Obi blocked the basketball. They're going to call it a jump ball.
Wow.
Possession arrow. That was athleticism on display right here by Ola Obi.
That's mano-y-mano right there. Most aggressive player on the Spartans, most aggressive player on the Maroons. And you see that the veteran comes away with the win right there, forcing the jump ball. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Spartans going to have to come away with some points on this possession. And thankfully, finally, they get one to drop. Hopefully, that's a sign of things to continue for Case as McConico, even with those 2 fouls, knocks down the baseline jumper.
First quarter winding down. They got the shot off. I didn't think that they would, but they did. And it was a nice finish for Case. Needed that bucket to finish that quarter. They got it. And we'll head into the first quarter break. Spartans down 17-8.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Need me to leave, sweetheart? Spartans down 9 at the conclusion of the first quarter. This is our double dip of Spartans basketball action here on a Sunday afternoon. We'd like to send out a special thank you to all of our terrific crew. They really do a fantastic job. We have Brian Trail and Shayna Perlman, as well as Brian Landers doing an outstanding job on video replay. And there's the man right there. That's Mike. He's the man who runs the show, and they do all a fantastic job, as they always do in all the years that I've been here. 1 quarter down. Chicago has a 17-8 lead over the Case Spartans, and the Spartans maybe offensively coming out a little fatigued, and that's understandable because they rotated just 7 players in that Friday evening game in that loss to Washington. This team has just been so beat up by injuries. So you lose Kara Hageman, your 1,000-point scorer in just 3 seasons. She was out for the year, did not touch the floor. Then, if that wasn't enough, you have Alicia Marie Gonzalez with a little bit of a foot injury, so she is out. Spartans could bring just 2 players in on the bench, and today it will probably be more of the same thing as Chicago glides in and scores easily. That was the senior Elizabeth Nye. She has 7 of the Chicago 19 points. And Kane on a little dump off to Hellman, checking back in, puts it up and drops it in. Hellman had an early foul, but she now has half a dozen, has 6 of the 10 Spartan points. Spartans now looking for stops. That's McConico guarding. Have to be careful. She's got 2 fouls. The miss by Taylor Lake, grabbed by the ladies in white. That's Hellman trying to lay it in. Nope, she traveled. That will turn it over. Another good look at it. That's Hellman on the break. Did not have numbers that time, but she tried to send it all the way home, but came up a little short. A minute gone by in the second quarter. Here's a clean look for 3 and missing everything. Spartans claim the Chicago miss and be working down to my right and your left on the screen, and another bucket for Emma Kane. And she's got 4. Spartans would love to get her involved as a second scoring option. McConico with 2 hands up. Kokenmeister had to get rid of it. Now 12 to shoot. Full head of steam. That is Marissa Egenbar could not put it in. Spartans the board. And here they come. Kane, head fake, left-hander, too strong. Rebound to the Maroons. Chicago's lead is at 7. Driving baseline, and we are going the other way. Probably stepped out of bounds, didn't see a foul call or anything there, so that would presumably be the call. So Chicago gets Ola Obi back in there. That is the rim protection that the Maroons have, and defensively, she's really something that you just have to game plan against. Ton of rebounds, ton of points for her. The Spartan 5 on the floor at the moment will include Floyd, Ambergy, Hellman, as there's the steal. The other two Spartans are Kane and Rebecca Rollins. Rollins versus O'Hara. There's a shot in the corner, and that's good for the senior Madison Dunbar, one of two seniors on this team from Allendale, New Jersey. She has 3. Maroons' lead is at 10. Floyd trying to shake off Farrell. Farrell wouldn't have anything of it. Now Amber Gee giving directions. Here she comes, puts up a shot. Not strong enough. There was a wall of Chicago uniforms right there, and that forced a miscue. Thinking about the 3, now Farrell will tee it up, and she gets it to drop. And the Spartans want to talk it over, so the Maroons have stretched their lead to 13. She stepped back behind the three-point line, and Mia Farrell has 7 points, and Spartans are down 13. And we will take a break here at the Horaceburg Gymnasium. Coming back for more after this.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Back to action we go. So glad you could join us. About 3 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. Eddy Jansen on hand. Our second game of Spartans action. Spartans turn it over. The Maroons get it back. That's something that the University of Chicago Maroons do quite well. They do force just under 23 turnovers per game. That's a high number. And a quality defensive team. As slipping inside is Ola Obi. She has altered a lot of shots defensively, and she also has 8 points for her Maroons. Quick jumper in the air, and that's good. That is Jasmine Floyd, first-year player out of Lakota East in Cincinnati, has her first field goal. Stopping on a dime and knocking it down, that is Elizabeth Nye, the other Maroon senior, and she has 9. 27 of the Maroon 29 points are on the floor right now, so they are getting outstanding production from their starting unit. They toss it down low. Kane almost stepped out of bounds. Floyd is in trouble, though, with 9 to shoot. She gets out of it. Tried to bounce one into Kane. It didn't work, but the Spartans are going to keep it. So they are going to say, add some time to the shot clock, please. It was down to 6, but the head official comes over and says, put it back to 15. In this short-handed Spartans team looking for answers offensively, and there is a Chicago Marooners foul. See the formation there, trying to get it in, and that's Emily Todd. That's the best shooter trying to free her up. But the foul before the shot, obviously. So we will have to do it again. Different formation this time, as you can see in most of your picture. Floyd scanning the floor. Got to get it in. Didn't do it in time. That's the defense of this veteran Maroons team, and you see the bench loves it, forcing that 5-second violation. And this 22nd ranked Maroons team gets it back. As Ron had mentioned before, they started the year out 3-2, hovering just over 500, but they have won 10 in a row. Spartans just caught them at the wrong time. 3-ball launched from Nye. It was a tad too deep. Rebound to Case, working down over to my right. Kane and Obi were battling for it. Spartans keep it. And Rollins was contacted in the corner there. Megan O'Hara, first-year wing out of Ridgefield, Connecticut, has her first, just 2 team fouls for the Maroons. Floyd takes it. Burt will defend her, not going anywhere. Rollins on the drive. Fell right into the lap of Ola Obi, but also went out of bounds too, so Spartans keep it. Coming out for Case, Ambergy and Floyd, they will get a breather. Hillary Hellman is back in there. Kendall McConico also checking back in once again. Goes right to Hellman, wild shot, hit the side of the backboard there. Marooners look to press. Now they'll set up the half court. Nice save there on a two-handed fastball pass. That went a little bit off. Kane pulls in the rebound with 2 hands and secures it. McConico and Todd in the 2-player game. McConico trying to go all the way, ran into a wall. Spartans get it back, though. They force a turnover. That's Hellman for a triple, and that's off the mark. And Ola Obi doing virtually all of the rebounding for the Maroons. You know, as we had mentioned a couple times before, she averages 12 rebounds a game. 77 of her 180 rebounds this year are offensively. So she really makes the Maroons' offense better, and defensively, she's a handful. Hellman came to the ball. Tried to bounce one into Ambergy, wouldn't go, almost got her own miss. And it is going to go the other way. It's a good look at it. Ambergy, for a guard, a pretty solid rebounder. She provides shooting outside and rebounding inside for her team. Open shot in the corner. McConico got out to the perimeter to stop it. Ambergy comes out of the pack with the ball. Spartans are down 15. We have under 4 to play in quarter number 2. Todd throws up a shot with a hand in her face. That's good. Saw a lot of early threes in the year from Emily Todd, but maybe that mid-ranger getting a little bit more comfortable in that range, and Todd on the board with 2. And blowing right by McConico is Miranda Burt. McConico cannot pick up that third foul, so she kind of just had to let her go. But a strong blow-by move as Burt has her first 2. The Maroons' lead is at 31-16. Todd needs help. McConico kicked it out. Wide open, Hellman. And there you go. That's how you draw it up. McConico on the block. Hellman was wide open. And there's another 3 at the other end. A quick one from Jamie Kokenmeister. Maroons starting to get some scoring from their bench. Hellman trying to elude the defense of Burt. Had to give it up, though. 12 on the shot clock. McConico, suffocating defense from Kokenmeister. Has to throw one up. Doesn't go. Hellman, the miss, goes down hard. And a rebound to the Marooners. Here they come, working down to my left and your right. 3 in the air, off the mark. And we'll have a whistle. just the third whistle of the quarter on either team. Jen Reimer Spartans do not have a foul prior to that, but they'll pick up their first. 3 new faces in there for the Maroons. Couple new ones in there for Case as well. McConico and Rollins will sit. It is Kane coming back in for the Spartans, and she comes up with the ball. Was in the right spot at the right time. And here come the Spartans, as that was a little miscommunication there. Floyd threw it one way and Hellman went the other. Spartans will need a strong finish the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds of this one. Don't really know which do they need more of at this point. Do they need stops or do they need buckets? It's probably buckets with only 19 points on the board, but they'll need them both. Kane gets the rebound. Spartans with another possession. A nice bounce pass. Well done. Todd the setup and Ambergy the bucket. That's her first field goal. Will bring the Spartans to within 13. Todd will guard Taylor Lake on the give. Ola Obi. Once again, she has done some serious damage today. 10 rebounds. 10 points rather. It feels like 10 rebounds though at this point. And the Spartans turn it over on the fast break. So 69 seconds to go here in quarter number 2, and the Spartans have to take Hillary Hellman off of the floor. She and her 9 points will go to the bench, presumably for the rest of the half. That's a good look at her replacement, Rebecca Rollins. Rutgers Preparatory High School in Clinton, New Jersey. 2 hands up. So Chicago's probably going to get 2 more possessions. The Spartans will get at least 1, maybe 2. And a nifty finish there. Boy, Mia Farrell drew right into a crowd, but it did not matter. The starting sophomore guard has 9. And the Marooners lead it by 17. Todd hoping for a 3-0 there. Kane off the dribble. Had to put a foot on the brake pedal. Ambergy unloads a 3-pointer. It does not go. And again, you see the Maroons just all over the defensive boards. Open look, Farrell fires and connects. Farrell now the second Chicago player with double figures in points. This could be the last possession. Spartans get an offensive glass. Ambergy on the block, goes up strong and was hacked. Madison Dunbar going to pick up a foul. That's Rollins on a short pass. Ambergy working on the block. You know, Ambergy as a guard really is a pretty proficient post player. Maybe a streaky shooter here and there, but if you give it to her on the low block, she can do some damage. We'll have to do it from the charity stripe, though. Ambergy 64% on the season. She's got 4 points now. Under 10 seconds to go. Spartans looking for one stop. Farrell goes up and lays it in. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. 14 points for her, and that will be the half. It is a 20-point Maroons lead. We'll come on back for the second half after a short 15-minute break right here on athletics.case.edu.